first partial day back at work since we had a new kid. So pretty ironic today. I'm actually going to a doctor's office. That's the client that I have, and they actually have a doctor's office at the same hospital that we have spent the last few weeks at. I'm going to actually two different of their doctor's offices today. One town over, and then one that's about 3 towns over. Got a few different things to do with that. I'm going to show you guys what I'm doing there. I think I got some arms to remove off of a desk chair, some pictures to hang, some keyboard trays to mount underneath desks, and do a few other things. So I'm going to take you guys along with me. About to head up to the doctor's office there, and it's on the 3rd floor, so I want to bring everything I think I'm going to need. So I got a little bit of everything in here. I know I am hanging some pictures, so I'm bringing these guys. I know I'm going to need my impact gun, so I got that. Just got a few other things I don't really know, because they may have other stuff for me to do there. So just want to make sure I get everything. I'm also going to bring my vacuum, so I'm just going to have this and my vacuum, and then we'll get going. All done at this doctor's office. Let's see, that took me about 50 minutes. So not too bad, didn't take too long. I did a few different things. I took some armrests off a chair, and then I removed a keyboard tray and mounted up 2 pictures. And then when I was about to leave, I asked them if they needed anything else. One of the other people, they wanted a keyboard tray moved. So I moved that. That's typically what the majority of the work that I have here at this hospital is, really moving keyboard trays and armchair rests and hanging pictures. A little bit of drywall work, some electrical, some plumbing, but typically it's, when they have new staff or new ordinances come into play in their office, they have me change up their keyboard trays and things like that. So it's pretty gravy work with them. I've been working with them for about a year now, and it's been pretty awesome. I really enjoy the work, appreciate them. So I was only there for about 50 minutes. If I was billing just this, I would probably bill them somewhere around $100 and $125. I'm heading over to their business office right now. So this was their doctor's office. I'm heading over to the business office where they do all the paperwork and whatnot. So they have quite a bit of more work for me there. I think some more keyboard trays and things like that. So we'll see what I end up charging for this whole job. done with that job here at the office of that doctor's office. It's a quick little job. I think it took me about 40 minutes altogether, including cleanup. So not a big job. Did 3 keyboard trays. I feel pretty good about it. The first one took me about 15 minutes, and the second one about 10, and then the third one I got down to about 5 minutes. So that's what it's all about, improving a little bit. So I need to look back at my records to see what I've charged them in the past per keyboard tray. I think it's somewhere around $60 or $70 per keyboard tray to install. But I need to take a look at my records and see what I'm going to charge for that. So at the other office, they're about 50 minutes. Here I was there about 40-45 minutes. So I need to figure out what I'm going to make the bill out to. This client's really cool because I just send them an invoice and then they pay me. They put a check in the mail. Not a big deal. A lot of times people ask me how I keep track of my miles. Now I've used a few apps. I haven't used all the apps, so I don't feel like I can give a final thing of what I like the most. But the few apps that I have used, I haven't really liked them because they don't tend to always catch all the places that I stop. Sometimes I'll stop and it'll say unknown location and it won't even give me an address to go by for anything like that. So really what I use is just an old-fashioned pen and a paper. I tend to like this the best, so every time I get somewhere or I'm about to leave, I just write down, where I'm at, and then the miles of my truck. And this is pretty cool because really at the end of the year, all you need if you're writing off your miles is the beginning number and the end number. And then obviously if you get audited, which very rarely happens, then you'll need documented for each location. So this really helps having it all on paper, because that way you're not reliant on anything on the web or app or anything like that. Everything is on paper. I mean, I have two notebooks that are completely full of miles that I just keep in my my record keeping, and then I always have them if I need them. So that's pretty much how I keep track of miles. If you guys have an app that you like the best, I would love to hear about it in the comment section below. Let me know. Anyways, that's it for the day. Just those 2 quick little jobs. Now I'm going to go back and hang out with my wife and daughter.